Sashi Boki Jose Medotron, Rirali Jenny Gambadi, Sangishin Domede, Drogonala, Shila Jobasho, Idam Guru Rana Mandala, Ne Adayami. Sange Jodan, Jogi Chonala, Janjova, Nanega Jose, Daddy. Nala Benje Sange Jobasho, Sange Jodan, Janjova Doda. Daji choche jibe sonange, rola bende sange roba, sange jorade. Chanjo bado danege zoje, daji choche jibe sonange, rola bende sange roba shu. Okay, so today we are going to do teaching on this Su practice. And so this is a very, very beneficial practice. But many people don't understand this practice. And what does it mean by not understanding this practice? So first of all, what is this practice based on? This is very important. This practice is based on love. And without love, you basically cannot fulfill what is needed to complete the action of all the prayers or ceremonies or rituals or meditations progressively. Now I'm purposely not choosing to use the word perfectly, because there's no such thing as perfect. There's no such thing as perfect. But there is such a thing called breakthrough, and there's such a thing called we train our mind, right, to progress on the path. It's going to be very difficult if we keep on thinking that we must do everything perfectly. Now, why am I saying this is because many a time all this thought about doing everything perfectly comes from our parents and our grandparents. They are the ones that are forcing all of us to do it their way. And we have to be perfect in their eyes because they want us to perfect, to do the things their way. So this is definitely something we as Buddhists, we really need to cultivate the awareness. Okay? So, so in one way we are learning Buddhism. There's another way is we have not broken through what our parents or grandparents or seniors in our family force us to believe, and they want to force us to become them, or they want to force us to fulfill whatever they couldn't do. Just like you, if you have a child or grandchild, you want the child to learn everything to the best of their capability, to learn everything the way you learned. Like yesterday, I had a very interesting conversation about adults being very worried about children not being able to read or spell. And adults should actually be very worried that they are not reaching out to the younger people, because adults probably don't know what is IDK. right? Yeah. Do you know about the short form use in the short form or new language use spoken by young children today? Do you know this thing called skibbity toilet? You don't know. These are things that are meaningless, but children find it fun. If we are bodhisattva, we think what we do is very good because we learn about Buddhism, we learn about mind training, but we don't do anything that connect with others. Who is the failure? Who is the difficult one? Who didn't practice? It's actually ourselves. So practice, when I say is based on love, is the understanding that externally there are unseen beings or the spirits. Internally, we are the spirit that attract. We are this big spirit that attract these kind of spirits. For example, we know, right? If someone is a smoker, he will have smoking friends. Nothing wrong with that, because smokers have smoking friends. Drinkers have drinking friends, right? Eaters have eating friends. Isn't it? Those who like to eat and those who like fashion, they go shopping friend. Right? And then there's so many different kinds of friends. When we say, may I attain Buddhahood to be able to benefit all sentient beings, what is really happening is we have to learn and understand what they are doing and what they are talking about. Because we are the adult. If we don't learn, how can we be the leading example for the young to learn what we know? Right? So actually, I'm also putting interest in understanding the new short forms and words spoken by many young children and teenagers, right? I think some of them is what? You don't know? Come on. You're old, come on. You're old. Come what? You're also old? Suddenly old, right? Yeah, there's some words, yeah. I can't remember right now offhand.
I can tell you one.
Yeah.
Just yesterday in my group chat with my 3 daughters, they said, "Oh, I didn't know George, this man, had that kind of riz."
Oh, Riz, yeah. What's Riz?
R-I-Z-Z.
Huh? Oh, charisma. Riz. Riz, yeah.
So they had to explain it to me like 3 different ways.
Huh? Oh man. Woohoo! So no. He is showing us by example as old man knows young people language. We must praise him. Right? Riz. Yes. What else? Huh? Sus, right? Yeah. You know what sus? You know what sus? You don't know? Come on, you're a teacher. You got to know, you know? Huh? Suspicious, sus. There's sus, there's Riz. What else? Sunny tan. Cap. What's cap? Lying. Alright, cap. Alright. So these are new things that are going on. And if you want to be a teacher, and if you want to be what do I say? How do I say? A teacher that is really reaching out to the kids, you got to know these terms. Res, right? Cap, what else? Sas, right? Okay? If not, the adults don't know what is IDK. Come on, why don't you know? You don't know how to read, you don't know how to spell, you don't know how to this and that. But times are changing. Times are changing. In the future, they won't need to read. Everything is based on hearing. And they just talk. The computer comes out everything, Who still practices this cursive writing? You practice or you write? You like it, right? Yeah. Who else? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, not bad, yeah. Cursive writing. Make sure you teach Geshe-la Lama cursive writing, okay? Yeah. In the East, people don't care anymore. Everything type. Click, everything becomes cursive and printed out. Yeah. So even I went to attend talks on parenting, right? The professor or the speaker, they were saying, don't force children to write calligraphy anymore. In future, nobody will need to write. Everything will be done by robots. Yeah. So what do you want the child to do? To have to learn to be risk, right? To have a character that has risk, right? And other people to listen, to accept, and everything is changing so fast. I'll give you a good example. Thangka painting of these auspicious signs and this and that. Do you realize what I've been doing?
What do you mean?
What have I been doing with everything?
You've been creating your own mandala, your own.
Yes, I've been creating everything with computer. And if I'm wrong, my guru wouldn't be so excited about this, right? Yeah, I'm telling you, Rinpoche is very excited about using this computer to do all these kind of things. You see? So this is, old is gold, old style is good, to have that meditation, to have that culture, to have that flair, to have that love. But we also need to adapt that kind of thinking and everything to recreate with the modern world. So, when we talk about love really means we have to put down our pride. Is this shared on live? Yeah. We have to put down our pride to learn new things, to reach out to them. We cannot be like the old people that expect young people to serve us, to learn from us, to respect us just because we are old. I don't know whether the people here are like that, but definitely in the East, right? Age matters. Because of a Confucianistic culture, right? I may be young, but my nephew, I may be young, but my nephew is 80 years old, and my nephew has to kneel down and serve me tea during official ceremonies because of 辈分英文怎么讲？ because of hierarchy. Right? And it may seem that hierarchy is very nice, but hierarchy also creates many funny thoughts. Like, for example, I'm old, I'm senior. You must follow what I say, not I learn what about young people thinking, young people doing, and this and that. But actually, when we talk about Buddha's love, what is he teaching us? We must have outreach to all beings. Right? Shakyamuni Buddha himself asked the monks, go forth and teach. Even in the Pali tradition, isn't it? He asked the arhats, go forth and teach. He didn't say, ask the monks, sit there and wait for people to come offer you, come listen to you. He didn't say that. He said, go forth and teach. He asked the monks to take the begging bowl to go and beg for food. He didn't ask the monks to sit in the temple and wait for people to come and offer them food. This all of us must understand. Outreach, very important. But many of us don't understand the intent of Lord Buddha. We're thinking, I'm Lama, or I'm Geshe, or I'm some senior and this and that. You come here, you must kneel down, you must do this, you must do that and everything. Then there's a seniority, there's a hierarchy, there's a lot of red tape. It's not Buddhism, but human nonsense. So, end up very sus. Isn't it? Very sus. If you don't feel sus, I feel sus. I feel suspicious of all these kind of things, Oh, this is the hierarchy, this is the way it's supposed to be, because seniority, because in the past people did it like that, so now we have to do it like that. I totally disagree. Totally disagree. Number one, if in the past people did like that and now we do like that, we must not have tap water. We must not have electricity. We must not use mobile smartphones or dumb phones. Right? And we must not have toilets. We should have outhouse, wells, firewood and candles. Isn't it? Right? Yeah. So therefore, if really we want to understand what is the purpose of this practice, or the Buddhist practices, it is all based on one word: sincere love with kindness. Therefore called loving kindness. Not because it's the way we are doing things here and this and that. No, we have to connect. We have to reach out. We have to work together. Then you can have a safe haven for people who have difficulty to come to the temple and feel Lord Buddha's words of may you be well and happy. As I explained the other day. What's the secret meaning, so-called secret meaning, the meaning behind the words of may you be well and happy, isn't it? To cut short means, what is it? Mr. Tan, the old man, old Sunny Tan. So what's the meaning of may you be well and happy? Four gods, pray to four gods. But thank you anyway, for being honest. You remember? You also forgot. You remember? Contented and what? What's the one more? Come, Hui Chin. Yeah, your body. And what else?
Accepted, understood.
Accepted, understood. What else? Peaceful. What else? Pure presence. What else? Look, you remember? It means to retreat from hope and fear. Retreat from past. Retreat from future. Here and now. May you be well. Be here and now. You are here and be present now. Now you remember? This is the meaning of may you be well, because you are well, therefore you are here. May you be happy means contentment. You love what you have and not have what you love. Then you will not be entitled. Why are we suffering? We are suffering because we are very entitled. Right? Whatever the different stories or activities of people in this country and the different viewpoints of the politics, right? This caused many people a lot of excitement and suffering and anger and hope and fear and this and that. Therefore, we need to come before Lord Buddha and say, may we pray that we all be well and happy. That's important. So, based on love, do you all love animals? You love animals? Why do you love animals? Because ose yuche? Because ose yuche arrive aisne?
I think because they're innocent. I feel like they're innocent, so we...
Animals are innocent? Are you sure? The squirrel knocks on the kitchen window and looks for Anne. Where's Anne? Where are my nuts? Right? The squirrel comes and you can see that look on the squirrel, right? Where are my nuts? Where's my food? Isn't it? And now the squirrel looks at Anichuki, where's my food? Where's my cake? Where's my bread? Where's my fruits? Right?
Sometimes it's easier to have compassion for animals than it is for human beings. Like a dog.
Yeah, that's why I say, I don't doubt what you say. Yeah, why do we love animals? You know why? You want to know why? Because it fulfills your ego and your pride that they cannot talk back to you. That's it. The animal can do everything, right? But cannot talk back to you. Isn't it? Imagine if your dog could talk. Imagine if your cat could talk. I saw what you did. Yeah. Your pets. Yeah. Or the lizard or the cockroach or the spider. I saw what you did. Right? I heard what you say. So you love animals because they cannot talk. Isn't it? Simply because of this. They look innocent and they cannot talk. So go even lower realm. Spirits and hungry ghosts, nagas, they're even lower than animals. So when you say, oh, you see, but we are frightened because we cannot see. And so therefore we scare ourselves. We scare ourselves. Isn't it? Yeah. Because we cannot see and we do not know exactly what is happening. And so when we talk about compassion, when they say su offering, what is really happening is this. You are first having compassion for we start with the easy compassion for spirits because they are hungry, they are cold, they are suffering. And next is the animals, they are also hungry, they are cold, they are suffering. And then there's the human. Then you learn to train the loving kindness on human beings. And actually, we should. What is the real thing that you should be training? Is train to have your own love for yourself. The responsibility to heal your own miserliness, heal your own fear, heal your own ego, heal your own pride. This is the main thing, the result you will get by offering su, by doing charity, by making offerings and by doing charity. This is something many people don't do. Many people don't believe in making offerings to Triple Gem and doing charity to others. Because I do what I can see, what I can hear, and I do what is comfortable within my range. Very natural, right? Very natural. Is it wrong? No, it's not wrong. It's just the natural things that is happening in samsara. But Buddha's teaching is beyond all this. So therefore we have to now think, what should we do? What can we do to further grow our hearts and our mindsets? Right? Because if not, we may look risk, but actually we sus ourselves. Right? We sus ourselves, suspicious of our own practice. True or not? Sure or not? Do this means definitely okay? Do this means definitely good? Right? Just like in the beginning, many people also think, in the past, you go back 100 years ago, if you went back 100 years ago and you took your mobile phone and show them, they say you are a witch. Right? You can see everything that's happening around the world and this and that. One remote control, press, the light comes on, the light comes off. It's scary, Actually, it's scary. Press this thing and light on and light off. You press this thing and then a machine moves and then the air become warm or the air become cooling. But we have taken many things for granted. Because we just accept, so this is like that, then okay. The moment you have no more fear, then you feel that, it's okay. Isn't it? You have no fear, then it's okay. Because what is the fear? What is it based on? It's based on you feel that this thing cannot harm you. As long as this thing cannot harm you, you have no fear. As long as this thing cannot harm you, cannot cause difficulty for you, will not restrict your belief in your freedom, you have no fear. True? So what is the latest fear now? AI. We are afraid of robots. We are afraid of AI. We are afraid of this computer and the privacy and this and that, isn't it? People, imagine, you can buy things with a plastic card, You touch that and then after that you can have things. Actually, doesn't it sound scary? Credit cards, debit cards and everything, right? But we are not afraid of it anymore. Why? Because that's just the way it is. But now, we have a lot of fear and we have a lot of sus about AI. We are very suspicious about it. True? Because we don't understand it and therefore this thing seems like can harm us, this seems like can control us, seems like can change the things in our computer and everything, so we don't understand it, so we have fear. So similarly, in Dhamma practice, anything that we don't understand, we don't feel like doing, we have fear. Because there's fear, we don't want to do it. But is that the right way to do? We should confront our fears with friends that we can talk about it, and then we face it together and support one another, and then we do it. Fair enough? Right? So, one thing about Su practice is about making this offering to the spirits, right? But many people only focus on the spirits because there's fear. The fear of bad luck, fear of obstacles, fear of many things that can happen, so therefore they offer Su. This is the other bad motivation, you know. Actually, if you offer Su practice, you do the Su practice, you offer Su, your obstacles will become less. You will become more successful. Your whatever you wish, you will get very smoothly. Right? Your wishes will be fulfilled. Your mind will be happy and calm. Right? And then you will feel empowered and you will feel supported. These are the benefits of doing Su. But so many people want to do it because they want to get the benefit. But the reality is Su practice about offering aroma to the charity, aroma to the spirits? No. Su practice is the practice of make offering to one's guru, the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, the meditational deity, the Dakas, Dakinis, and the Dhamma protectors. First is making offering to them. Then after that, we invoke their presence. Then from there, we share. We invite the guests who are suffering and as then come to partake this offering. But you see, we feel the gurus, Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, meditational deities, Dhamma protectors don't harm us. So we totally forget about them. Like people would take the gurus for granted. Like people would take the teachers for granted. Isn't it? Many people take the gurus for granted, take the teachers for granted. Take Sangha for granted. Take Geshe-la for granted. Take Lama for granted. Take your good governance for granted. And when things don't go your way, maybe change president or change policy or change this and that, we become very uncomfortable, we become this and that. Actually, whatever changes, our mind should stay this free. It's not about staying the same. Our mind should become like the Buddha's mind, vast and boundless like sky. Right? Somebody asked me before this presidential election and this and that, or what I feel, what I think. I said, I don't feel and I don't think. Whoever is the president is the karma. That's just simple as that. Whoever is the president is the karma of the people, the karma of activity. So therefore, similarly, whoever does the practice of Su is also karma. The recipients also karma. Also based on karma. How come they end up as ghosts? How come they end up as spirit? How come they end up as suffering? Because of their previous inclination. They like to do those things that harm others, that they have no generosity, and they are selfish, and they only care about themselves, and then this and that. So therefore, they are reborn in the state where all those beings, right, who they don't even want to share food and this and that, and this what happens. So in the next life, they are born as sense eaters. They have no mouth. And some of them have mouth but cannot eat. Just like human beings who are sick, some people have mouth but cannot talk. Some people have mouth but cannot eat. Right? Some people have mouth but cannot eat. End up have to relying on the drips and the this and the that. So Su practice is effectively. Somebody asked me, so if I do Su, will I be inviting a lot of ghosts and spirits to come to my house? So my answer to you is this: if you give bird seeds and food to the chipmunks or the squirrels and everything, would they come to your house every day? They come because they feel safe. They feel, this place I can get food. This person doesn't seem to harm me. This person doesn't harm me. So if as a squirrel I come to this place, I get water to drink, I get food to eat, then it's good news, isn't it? Good news, right? If the deer, wild animal, turkey, or this over here, right? You got these wild animals, they come. I know Babette's house got lots of wild turkey and deers. They come and you don't harm them, they feel safe to just walk into your garden, isn't it? So they feel safe. After they feel safe, then they feel entitled. Right? So those animals also feel entitled. They feel now that your garden belongs to them. Right? So similarly, therefore, why as a practitioner, we have to think, now I'm doing this is to benefit them. Okay? You can say, I do this, I don't do this all the time. Okay? Whenever I can, I'm available, I do as charity. Right? But if you can, every day you do at a certain time, then really, you can also invoke your karmic creditors and those beings who harm you, those people who are bad-mouthing you, those people who are jealous of you and everything. Also, you can invite them to come and smell in your visualization. Understand? So how to do this practice? What is this practice based on? So right now we're going to start. So please show. So is this the biggest you can make? Okay. So the general instructions, the meaning of the term Su here means aroma. Okay, so here the smell refers to the smell of roasted flour that is offered to spirits. Usually this offering is made at sunset or after sunset, or thereafter, because spirits are on the move then, and it's known at the time when spirits gather. This is also the time when Dakinis gather, okay, where angels gather, right? And so somebody asked me, why do spirits come out only at night? So similarly, why do some animals come out only at night? Right, it's the same, because they are even lower realm than spirits, because they are afraid. It's just as simple, because they are afraid. And how do you know if you are going to become a spirit in your next life? Okay? What are you conditioned to become a spirit in your current life for your next life? Okay? One of the main criteria that you're going to become, that you sort of like create a very strong cause to be spirit, is if you currently live your life, okay, that is led by fear. Okay? So spirits and animals in totality live their lives led by fear. Fear of we fear to learn, we fear to do this because we are frightened that, maybe this person don't like this, with this person, other people don't like this, don't like that. There's a lot of fear. Everything is just based on fear. Okay? And so, if we understand Buddha's teaching, Buddha's, the hand is always like that. Fearless mudra. Granting of refuge. Okay? So, we must now understand that we must first liberate ourselves. We must free ourselves from fear. Okay? So, next thing is, use a container made from gold, silver, or copper, or clay that is not cracked, broken, or worn out. Okay? So, this container is also very important. Many people also say, container not important, just do, make a fire and then just put this shoe onto the coals. The reality is actually, Chris, just sit down. Just sit down. Attend the teaching. This is your insecurity and your idea of perfection. You must understand this is your idea of perfection, and it's going to cause the people who are watching online to have headache because you keep on moving and moving and moving and moving. So this is for your own awareness. If we totally want to believe that the container is not important, then why are you so picky about eating from a proper dining plate? You don't. What if I ask you to eat from leaves? Or always use a paper plate? Or eat from newspaper? You cannot. Right? Because you are ingrained in your mind to have a proper silverware, proper dining, what do you call this? Dining plate, isn't it? Dinner plate. Right? Then you feel that that's very important. There's proper silverware and proper dining plate and everything. So we feel we need to have this, but when we are making offering, a container doesn't matter. No. Container matters, and is one of the most important. Why? Imagine in your next life, do you want to be handsome or beautiful? Isn't that a container for your soul? Right? What if you may be very wise, but you're going to have a shitkanadon face? You're going to look, that's my own makeup word, right? Yeah. There's lots of ris and sus and everything, right? So I can make up my own words too, right? You have a terrible looking face, right? So you can have the best wisdom and great merit, but because you don't care about even the container that make offering, in your next life you can have everything, but terrible features, terrible. Or even you can be born in a royal family, but you may have pock marks and a lot of some disfigure. Right? You don't like that, right? So if you want to have a good body, good looks, right? Don't worry, there's no ghost there pushing the door. Right? Even though there is, I would say don't have. I've just asked them to come sit down beside you. Okay, so I'm just playing. So the container is very important. Okay, I want to say this. right? Many people like to use cheap plastic and everything, and
We have a clay one
yeah, you have a clay one there. I went to this Indian supermarket there next to Dosa Grill. I saw one that's really nice, made from square in shape, inverted pyramid shape, and is made from pure copper. And that is better than clay, right? So actually, that is better because metal come extracted from earth, isn't it? So isn't metal more precious than earth, right? So once you understand that, then okay. So then, if we have clay here, then should try to upgrade to copper. Then like my guru, right? My guru, Subramanian also used copper, and then some of it is gilded with silver and gold. Okay. So next point number 2: smokeless bed of hot coals is best. The fireplace should be clean. So when you do so, you should always wash the container, because you don't want to eat from a dirty plate, right? Imagine now, maybe my lunch I eat curry and rice, and then I don't wash the plate, and then after that my next meal I have a steak and eggs, or frittata or something like that, on a plate that is not washed. You understand? So like this, always we wash, always make the effort to keep clean. So somebody asked me, say, oh, why are some of those Tibetan monks and everything, they are so poor, or some of those people who do these offerings, they are so poor. I said, one way to understand is they are doing, but they don't have a proper understanding. They have strong merit. They have strong merit and strong support, but the conditioning is still considered to be poor, because they don't have the idea or the understanding of washing and keeping things clean. So that they have like, oh, this is the incense burner, just keep it there. It's just there. It's culture, burn until black and more black and more black. For me, if you realize, I always wash. Always wash, pour the ashes, sift it out, wash everything, dry everything, put everything back. Right? So the fireplace should be clean. Okay? So it's basically just a small, can pass that to me. Okay, so this is the Indian version, right? The very basic version. Now China has the Chinese people, they make porcelain version with decorated with 8 auspicious signs and this and that. That's better. This is very basic. Okay, so the point number 3: mixed flour, oats, puff rice, zamba, or whatever things that fills the stomach. Basically carbohydrates. So to do so, if you don't have anything, you can actually even take instant noodles, crush it up. You can. Okay, so you got this, you got instant noodles, crush it up. You got biscuits. You can crush it up. That does not have egg. It's good for it to be vegetarian, right? And then after that, you for biscuits or everything, you like it to be sweet, isn't it? You can put maple syrup, you can put, usually they put the 3 sweets. Traditional addition: honey, sugar, and molasses, brown sugar, right? Then 3 whites. They put milk, but I say put milk powder because it's ridiculous, milk is wet and then put it there. Milk powder, yogurt and butter. So yogurt has no S. Okay? You should take away the S. Because I'm supposed to go through this at the same time. So I will tell. Then she would. Okay, add some menche and sangdruk powder. Sangdruk powder, please ask Joanne or Janice to bring some from Singapore. So basically there are 6 different spices 5 different spices and one very special thing blended into powder. Okay, if you don't have this sangdruk powder, you don't have this menche, it's okay. All you need to have, you must have faith, and you just say Om Ahong, Om Ahong, Om Ahong. But if you have, and if you can afford it, good to do so. Okay, menche can be gotten from this Tibetan medical center. Okay, and it's a mixture of sangdruk, incense made from 6 different herbs and shrubs. It's just okay. So, please move the. Yeah, you should sit here and move the screen instead of moving the camera. Thank you. Okay, so in the past, the gurus, when they make tea offering to Dhamma protectors, right? They always put this menche and sangdruk together. It's like this different herbs and everything. Okay, why do we add herbs? Why do we add this? Is because it takes a lot of effort. Some of these herbs, they are only, you can only get them during this time. You can only get that during that time, and then to collect them together, basically it means the collection of the best of different time and different season. Okay, and so so these are being made the powder. You just add like 1 pinch. Just add a little bit, okay, to mix. So actually, you can actually mix a little Tupperware filled with these things. Right? You mix a Tupperware and then you just cover it and maybe put it in the chiller or put one side where it's clean. So let's say if I have some coals from the fireplace, right? So I have that, then I just prepare this, then later on I just pour it into the fire. Okay? So it's good, right? It's auspicious to add the powder of crushed jewels like corals, pearls, gold and silver leaves. You also may, okay, it's good too, really good to add like, cashew nuts or peanuts, raisins, cooking herbs, not herds, Herb. Yeah. It's really, Hui Jin is very good, because she's Chinese educated actually. Yeah, she really tried her best with English. Herbs, and you people should be doing all these things, this is your language. Yeah, why don't you learn Chinese and Tibetan? Right? No, don't try, do. My guru say, you're either a virgin or you're not. You cannot try to stay virgin, or you cannot try to stay this and that. Just say, my guru said, just do. He's very straight. And he said, just do. Right? So you may also add like, cooking herbs, okay? You can put sage, crushed bay leaves, oregano, rosemary, mix everything together with the flour. So shortcut, right? You put all these things into the blender, bzzz, together, right? And that's it. Just blitz everything together. Okay? You can buy freshwater pearls, right? And then just put them into the blender, then become pearl powder. 珍珠粉. Yeah, pearl powder. So these are things that are expensive. You can also cut some silk or silk threads. Also, you can cut some silk threads inside, and after that, then you cut some silk threads. So all these things, they are that in your culture that is very fragrant, right? You put in the food and everything. So then you can put inside. That's it. Okay, I gave this instruction yesterday. Okay, next. Okay, so you first, when you have the coals, all right, and maybe a small a tablespoon or 2 of this food mixture, dried food mixture. Okay, then first we take refuge and bodhichitta to the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. Other than Sangha, I go for refuge and enlightened by my merit of giving and other perfections. Right, giving, because we are doing giving. May I attain Buddhahood for the sake of benefiting all mother sentient beings. What does it really say? What is it really saying? It says, I must first I become a Buddha for the sake of benefiting all sentient beings. Not I become a Buddha or I become a teacher so that people will make offerings to me, so that people will listen to me, so that people will pay obeisance to me. No, it's not that. It's about me connecting with others. It's about me benefiting others. So this thinking should and must be inculcated in our mind. Next point. Generate bodhicitta by considering each beneficiary of the 6 realms, such as... Camera died. No battery. May numberless hell beings who are the sources of all our past, present and future happiness be freed from all suffering along with their causes. Okay? Yeah, become enlightened. I don't know the English is good or not, but I try. Okay? May they be freed. First is the hell beings. The next one is may numberless spirits who are the source of all our past, present and future happiness be freed from all suffering along with their causes. Okay, become enlightened. Right? Next one, they are basically the same. First are hell beings, hungry ghosts, now it's the animals. May numberless animals who are the sources of all our past, present and future happiness be freed from all suffering along with their causes, become enlightened. So we keep on repeating some of these words, right? Next point. May numberless humans, gods, demigods, and all the intermediate beings, so those who have not taken rebirth, who are the sources of all our past, present, and future happiness, be freed from all suffering along with their causes, become enlightened. To be able to do this, may I awaken into Buddhahood. Means I must first be the one practicing it, not just talk. I must first be able to cook tasty food before I can cook and serve others. Right? I must first be able to cook. I must first be able to know what the taste is, and not expect that I cook because I cook and therefore it must taste the way I want it to taste. You cannot expect this dessert of yours to taste delicious because you feel salt is nicer than sugar, and you don't put sugar, you put salt. You understand? Right? Because many people are like that. The thing is, why am I saying it like this is because many people are doing like that. I feel I want I have guru devotion. I feel I have now strong interest in this and that, so therefore I feel right now I want to do this, but after 1 year sometime then fizzles out. Now I feel I don't want because I feel I want to watch movie, I feel I want to go shopping, I feel I want to do this, I want to do that. I feel comes again. So here says, may I awaken into Buddhahood. Means I am taking responsibility for my own body, speech and mind. I take responsibility for my own enlightenment. Okay? I take responsibility for my own enlightenment. Thus, I now cultivate the perfection of generosity by offering aroma to my Guru and 3 jewels, and charity offering of aroma to all sentient beings. And why is the term sentient beings? Because it's about beings being sentimental. Beings are continuously churned within this samsara is because we are always sentimental. Sometimes happy, sometimes sad, sometimes we are swayed by what we see, what we hear, and what other people tell us, then we believe and this and that. Well, actually nobody knows what's going to happen. But those people dare to gossip, dare to speak up, dare to tell stories, dare to tell lies, dare to tell the truth or whatever. Everybody who have their own truth, you must accept that. Everybody have their own truth. You cannot say that person is lying, because that person is telling his truth from his dimension. Right? So self-generation and invocation, for those who have not taken the initiation of this Avalokiteshvara Kasapani, please visualize that he is sitting on your crown, sitting here. But for those who have taken, then, right, Om Swabhava Shuddha Savadhamma Swabhava Shuddhaham means Om, all Dhammas are pure by nature. Right? What is this pure? Means they are pure from your interpretation, my interpretation. Pure from extreme of non-existence and pure of permanence. I am pure by nature is also the same. I am interconnected. I am not self-existent. I'm not fully true existent. Truly true existence. Om Shunyata Gyana Benja Sabhava Emakoham. Okay, it means Om, right? Body. I call on to the body, speech, and mind of all the Buddhas. Okay, I am the Vajra being who is inseparable, or who is the inseparable wisdom of emptiness. It means I, as this being, as this person, this bodhisattva, this practitioner, I always keep emptiness as the central core of my view. And not people's nonsense, not people's belief, not people's this. So all politics don't affect you. All people's emotions don't affect you. All people's belief don't affect you. Because you know about inseparable wisdom of emptiness. You understand now? Okay? Your main practice is freedom from the extremes, freedom from dualism. So therefore you must live your life. We must all live our life, like watching television. Even this time together is like an experience, like it's happening now. It exists, but it's not truly existent. Right? It exists, but it's not truly existent. Because why isn't the whole of America here? Right? Well, why is it always we put out the news, and then after that, then we are expecting, we have, let's see what happens. How many people will come, who's coming, and then whether people are actually coming or not, or who say they are coming but didn't come, and this and that, and then you are really very worried about this kind of things. Live fearlessly. Okay? Everything dissolve into emptiness. What does this mean? It means everything that you see and this and that dissolves to go back to the nature of interconnectedness. That everything is existing, but it is not true existent. For example, a diamond ring. Diamonds last forever, right? Right? That's what they say, right? A diamond ring, right? It's existent. Right? What happened? Who created the diamond ring? Whose idea to cut the diamond like that? If the diamond is the strongest thing, then how come the diamond can be cut? Right? If the diamond is the strongest thing, how come the diamond can be cut? So like this. So we say a practitioner of Vajrayana is indestructible, known as the Vajra view, there's emptiness, is because there's nothing to be cut. It's uncuttable. If there's nothing to be cut, how to cut? So therefore you see many people think that doing this, all these prayers and everything is just going through the ceremonial words. This is because they have no understanding of the philosophy of Buddha's teaching. you cannot just expect that you read this and then after that you know. That's why it's important to have guru. The guru must explain to you, and you honor your guru because he is putting the light inside you. Right? And so for the sphere of emptiness, which is here, if it is not empty, how can you visualize? If it's not empty, how can you visualize? If the sky is, what is the color of the sky? What is the color of sky? Blue? Sky is blue? Yeah, depends on the weather, right? Is sky actually blue? If the sky is blue, what's the color of the sky now? See, you choose to see the sky and believe the sky is blue. Isn't it? So I give you another example right now. What is the varying degree of darkness? What is there a varying degree of darkness? Huh? No? Yes? There's varying degree of darkness? There's something wrong.
Darker, darkest.
No. How can it be darker, darkest? It's brighter, brightest. There is no such thing as a varying degree of darkness, but it's a varying degree of brightness. Darkness is always there. Right? The moment you build something up, there's dark inside. So the more electricity, more light you put, then the brighter it becomes. There's no switch to make the darkness come on darker and darker. Isn't it? There's no switch to make it darker. But there's a switch to make it brighter, right? So there's no such thing as this thought, this understanding is, to me, this no such thing as a varying degree of darkness, but a varying degree of brightness. Because darkness is always there. Now you understand? Okay, darkness is always there. Laziness will always be there. Tiredness will always be there. Or all kind of excuses will always be there. But if you are responsible, you keep the fire going. If you are responsible, you keep your own fire going. Your own fire of wisdom going. Right? So, from this sphere of emptiness, so like now you understand, right? So, there is no varying brightness of the moon, varying darkness of the moon, only varying brightness of the moon, right? Because of the shadow of earth on the moon, isn't it? The light is a reflected light from the sun. Now people know. In the past, people don't know. So, when you talk about dissolve into emptiness, you must always remember everything dissolve into space like the nature of sky. It is not bright, it is not dark. It is not blue, it is not black. And it's therefore the middle, the time. If somebody asks me, so how do I visualize when things dissolve into darkness? You just dissolve into everything before, just as the sky had the first rays of the sun. So it's a little bit bluish, greyish, whitish, different, right? Isn't it? So you think that it's like that. Okay? So then, why it is like that, I will explain. Okay? One appears as Kasapani, okay, a speck of Generiosity, white in color, one face and two arms, the right hand granting supreme realizations, and the left hand resting on the moon cushion and holding the stem of a white lotus, like this blooming, right? So you see, resting on the moon cushion, therefore, the deity is the bright is the one that is bringing the light to the world. You are the deity. You who is the practitioner must dissolve to become the deity, and therefore you bring the light. You be the light of the world. Okay. So I'm seated in the half Vajra posture. I have an antelope skin draped over my left shoulder. Light radiates from the syllable Hri in my heart, right? You see? From the light radiates from the Hri in my heart. Means you are the giver of light and you are the giver of hope. You are the light bulb. Okay? From here in my heart, inviting the guests of Nirvana and Samsara to take their seats on comfortable cushions. So you just visualize all the other beings, okay, seated in front of you. Okay, next. So here the flour mixture is blessed. So give me the flour mixture. Alright, so this is the flour mixture, right? So let's say you prepare like 2 tablespoons or 1 tablespoon, separate plates. Right? So Om Benja Amrita Kundali Hanana Home Pit. So actually this water is supposed to be blessed already. Right? This water is supposed to be blessed. So this text is very, very short. Okay? So sprinkle the blessed water from the vase from the vase onto the flour mixture. While reciting this, visualize each drop of water transform into hundreds of Rafu Kundali deities who dispel all interference from the offering substances, like using the inner offering to dispel interference. Okay, so basically it's just this to tell you there's a vase. If you don't have, then you base on faith. They say Om Benja Amrita Kundali Hanana Home. Based on faith, actually should have a vase. Okay, there's this Pumba vase with the kusha grass and everything, right? So if you don't have, then you just think this becomes purified from all harms and all disturbances. And what is the interferers? Okay, the interferers are this. There are some people who may want to cause problem to you by they cast a spell on the thing that they sell to you. Right? I'm sure people of the West also have witchcraft, right? Right? They cast spell onto the food, onto the space, onto everything that you live and this and this and that. Okay? So when you recite this, all these things become purified. Om Sabhava Shuddha Dhamma Sabhava Shuddhaham means all dhammas are pure by nature. I am also pure by nature. So self is also interconnected. Buddha's teaching is also interconnected. There's no absolute truth in it. There's no absolute true existence. What I'm trying to say, no absolute truth. Okay. So meditate on the emptiness of offering substances and the emptiness of oneself, including our mind. Not just our body, but also our mind, such that no dualistic objects appear. Object, not physical object, but mental thoughts. Okay, everything becomes emptiness. So, like I said, like the sky, right? All these things. Okay, meditate so that there's no gap between the object meditated and the meditator. So we become one. There's no you and I. Okay. The wisdom seizes the 2 kinds of defilements of obscuration of disturbing thoughts with the support of bodhichitta. So basically bodhi means enlightenment, chitta means heart, the heart of enlightenment, or we call Western call spirit of enlightenment. The obscuration of knowledge, okay, and with the support of bodhicitta, the obscuration of knowledge through the cessation of these 2 defilements, your body, ordinary body, speech, and mind are transformed into your deities, Vajra holy, Vajra body, Vajra speech, and Vajra mind. And so if you are, like I said, you didn't receive initiation, then this Avalokiteshvara is sitting on the crown of your head like this. Okay, so about this size, the lotus is of this size, then sitting like this. Okay, yeah. So the state of emptiness, the syllable broom appears, and the syllable is actually one non-dual wisdom experiencing emptiness and great bliss. I think just now what I wrote there, maybe the English not so good. I need to correct the English a little bit. Okay. The syllable broom transforms into a precious vessel, vast and spacious. So if from emptiness arise the seed, and then the seed transforms into this thing. So even though this thing made from clay, made from, actually this, nothing is clean, right? But because it dissolves into emptiness, and all these things are interconnected, and then from a syllable broom, and it becomes the so the syllable broom, and it becomes this thing, so then it becomes blessed. Okay, it's transformed from a seed syllable, right? The syllables Om Ah Hong appears above the vessel and melt into light, which transforms into perfect aroma that pervades the sky, the land, and space in between, delighting all the senses. This is enjoyed by the guest through the power of the following mantra. So before you recite this, right? So just now you go, scroll upwards again. So go up there. Okay. So somewhere around here, you put this into the coals. So it starts to smoke. Okay, it starts to smoke, right? So you can recite this prayer in the house. The coals were outside the house. So when you recite until here, then you go outside, you put this onto the coal, and then you bring outside, maybe in the garden or under the tree or something like that. So you don't have to sit there and get smoked out, you know. So Omahong 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 Namasawa Tata Gata Avalokite Om Sambara Sambara Hong. Okay, if you know the mudra, so Namasawa Tata Gata Avalokite Om Sambara Sambara Hong. Right? So this mantra is known as the Mighty and Great King. It functions to allow guests to receive the gift just as you imagine it. It may also be possible for them to receive the gift just, okay, as they wish. So basically, like that, right? Maybe you are adult. There's a little boy or a little girl who's playing pretend cooking, and he takes a toy cup and another toy plastic sheet, and then it comes and serves you to say, "Hello, and I give you coffee or tea, with a cookie. Are you happy? Can you eat the coffee and tea? Can you eat that coffee and tea? You cannot. But can you feel you receive the coffee and tea? Now you understand? So this is like that. The spirits will feel they receive this. And wow. They feel satiated. Is it how to pronounce? Satiated? Satiated, like this. Okay? So this, then Om Gende Kama Guna Puja Idam Kaka Kai Kahi. Okay, so this is to tell them, say, come and eat, and come and receive this one. Okay, now give me the tingsha. Okay. If you have this tingsha is best. If you don't have this tingsha, you can use conch shell, you can use bell, you can use anything that makes a sound. Okay, so you want to bless this thing first. Okay, like those wind chimes, right? Wind chime. you recite this mantra, Om Pema Usni Shave Male Hombe, 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 then blow. So if you can be blowing on the a conch shell, on the wind chime and everything, okay? So this empowers any musical instrument. You can actually even, recite this mantra and blow onto your doorbell. Anytime somebody rings the doorbell, then when you hear it, it will empowers the musical instrument that gives out the sound to purify the negative karma of anyone who hears them. Thus liberating them from the lower realms, we offer this beautiful sound to the three jewels and the merit field of the 10 directions. Okay, so you actually I can also consecrate this siren. Yeah, okay. Om Pe Mau Shni Sha Ve Male Hom Pe. Om Pe Mau Shni Sha Ve Male Hom. Om Pe Mau Shni Sha Ve Male Hom. Anybody that hear this sound, even to your grandfather clock, to your mobile phone, you can recite this mantra to bless, consecrate it. When you hear it, because it's the power of intention and power of love, and the power of object, the power of the mantra of these Buddhas, because of their vows, because of their practice, because of their trustworthiness, This mantra is really special. So so this, then you go, like this, just. So you make a sound for them to hear, right? So there's a sound, there is a sense from smelling and a sense from hearing, right? Om Agam Padam Pibe Dibe Aluke Genden New De Shabda Praticahung Soha. So basically, these are in Sanskrit. You're offering water to drink. Actually, you can do like the 7 water bowls there to offer them, right? Agam, drinking water, water for washing the feet. Padam, Pibe is flowers. Dibe, incense. Aluge, light. Gende, perfume. New Day, food. Shabda, music. Okay, next. So this is the very powerful part. So this is burning, right? For example, now this is burning. Let's say it's burning. I put outside in the garden or something like that where it's burning. Okay. By reciting these Buddha's names, all sentient beings receive the respective benefit of each recitation. When each name is recited with prostration, these benefits according to Lama Atisha and his disciples, okay, they become, okay, so this English little bit, I need to make it flow, okay, yeah, I prostrate to the Bhagavan Tathagata many jeweled one, okay, you don't have to recite in Tibetan, but if you want to recite in Tibetan, okay, Tejin Shikpa, Renchen Mangla Cha, okay, this in Tibetan, it totally just means I prostrate the Bhagavan Tathagata many jeweled one. Chinese is Yi Xing Ting Li To Bao Ru Lai Ratna Sambhava. Okay, it's just direct translation. Okay, so you go back up. What I'm trying to say is, okay, when each name is recited with prostration, so I'm saying, right, prostration, right? So I say I prostrate. So these benefits according to Lama Atisha and his disciples, okay, I prostrate Bhagavan Tathagata many jeweled one. The benefits are, may all spirits be released from the disturbing thoughts such as miserliness, as well as their negative karma and their result of poverty, and be able to enjoy whatever they desire. So this Buddha, his name, by saying this, I prostrate the Tathagata Bhagavan many jeweled one, okay, specifically has the power to purify, to have this. So, if you see many people, those people who are very miserly, those people who are, in a place where, anyway, well, later I'll say this. Okay, next one, next Buddha's name. I prostrate the Bhagavan Tathagata's supreme beautiful form. May all beings be free from their miserable bodies. And no need to keep on moving, people get headache. Okay? And acquire perfect, strong and beautiful bodies. So when you recite these Buddha's names, those who hear it, they'll be free from miserable bodies and acquire perfect, strong and beautiful body. If they hear it, they can get it. What more, you are the person who is reciting it. Next one, can move up please. Yeah. I prostrate that the Bhagavan Tathagata, infinite bodied one. May all beings be released from all physical illness and enjoy supreme bliss. Right? Yeah. So next. Yeah. I prostrate to the Bhagavan Tathagata, free from all fear. May all beings be liberated from fear of being tormented by others and enjoy peace. Okay, so just by reciting these Buddha's names with prostration. And how to prostrate? Just by reciting, I prostrate to the Bhagavan. Okay, Tathagata, free from all fear. Now, the secret is you can have a bottle, a spray bottle of water, and then you put in a place. And when you're doing prayers and you recite all these Buddha's names, or whether you are reciting Om Mani Padme Hum, any mantra, you recite to this water. And then you see where there's places where there's a lot of violence, there's a lot of fighting, there's a lot of disharmony, there's a lot of everything. After that, you take to those places and you just spray, you know. Spray this water, and the energy, the blessing of these Buddhas from this water will go, it will vaporize, and people will breathe that in. So you can spray on the plants and everything, like where you work, right? You spray in the air, spray on the plants, spray and everything, just leave it there in the space, just by the power of these Buddha's names. Okay, next. So offering the aroma, so this is, so after recite the names, right, then I offer this aroma to the merit field of my Guru, Idam deities, three jewels of refuge, Dakas, Dakinis and Dhamma protectors. May you experience infinite bliss by smelling this aroma. Okay, next. To ascension beings, I offer this aroma to all sentient beings of the 6 realms, including the intermediate state. Right, these are those who have just died, who have not taken rebirth, known as Patu. By smelling this all-pervasive aroma, may you all experience whatever you want and need, including the complete path of method and wisdom. This causes them to cease all defilements and to become perfectly enlightened in the aspect of compassionate Buddha. Okay. So supplementary practice. Om Sava Nivarana Viskambini Hong Pe. This is the mantra of Bodhisattva Sava Nivarana Viskambini, eliminating all defilements. The benefit of reciting this, that one will not experience a torturous death. So who wants to die a terrible death? Right? But because those beings, so the thing is that, you know, for the hungry ghost to take a good rebirth, they have to die as a hungry ghost. That form of a hungry ghost must die. So when we recite this, basically is to assure them it's okay to die. This body is okay to leave this form. And then through these blessings and the prayers, they can have in the next life, you see, let's go up again. Up. Yeah. Can you see this Buddha's name? Free from all fear. We are all living our life threatened by fear. Go up again. Next one. You see? This Buddha's name, be released from all physical illness and enjoy bliss. Because we have illnesses, illness of mind, illness of body, right? And illness of karma and illness of our ancestors. Right? They tell us, oh, this you cannot do this, you cannot do this, you must do this, you must attain this, you this and that. All these are all this illness. Okay, cultural diseases that I call them. Go up again. This Buddha's name, free from miserable bodies and and acquire perfect, strong and beautiful body. Who doesn't want that? Right? If you are perfect, strong and beautiful body, but you are frightened, also no use, right? Perfect, strong and beautiful body, but you are sick, also no use, right? Okay. So then go up. So these Buddhas may all, okay, be released. May all sentient beings, okay, be released from the disturbing thoughts. So let's say you are not frightened. You have beautiful body, right? You are not frightened. You have beautiful body, and then you have what? Just now, what's the other benefit? Well, right? No illness, good looks, no illness, and what? Fearless, okay? But you have mental depression. So Americans are very much like this, right? You see, Americans look good, eat well, stay well in houses, right? So they have a good looking body. Then most of them in the past not sick. Body is healthy, right? And then they are fearless. They have their law is that their freedom of speech and their freedom to do whatever they want. They are fearless, right? But suffering from depression is difficult or not? Now you understand why these 4 Buddhas comes as a package, set meal. Now you understand this set meal, like a Buddha set meal, like what do you call? TV dinner. TV dinner Buddha's names comes together in one set. They are best friends. Cannot separate them from another. Now you understand what I'm trying to say? I want to explain it like that because this is how I see it. Good body, good health, fearless, and no depression. Now you see it? Okay? Just by you doing this, so you can benefit them, for them and for you. And also we ourselves have karmic creditors, right? We ourselves have suffering, have sickness, have many things, right? So when we do this, we also invite those beings who live in this area and also our own karmic creditor, right? And then they also take these offerings and they feel very happy, and then slowly they leave, they transmigrate, they start to pass away without fear. Can you see the 5 Buddhas? They come as a, what do you call, main course, appetizer, soup, main fish course, main course, and dessert. Right? Comes like a set meal. Okay? Yeah. Okay, so now then you have to give the Dhamma teaching to the spirit. So I changed the last line a little bit. Okay, you just, here I put, okay, those who long to triumph over life's distress and who wish to put the end to others' sorrows, those who seek to experience abundant joys, okay, may we never turn our back on bodhicitta. Okay, actually, this line I have to change the English a little bit. Okay, one should never turn our back on bodhicitta. It means we should never give up this heroic spirit of enlightenment and awakening. We should be good health. What else? Good body, good health, good mind, and fearless. Right? And not afraid to die. Okay? And go out, okay? And benefit others. Connect with others. This is what I'm trying to say. With this simple Su Puja practice. You understand? So those people who are suffering also have some depression, have some this and that and everything. If you do it really will help. Okay? Next. So bid farewell. Now that you are satisfied with various gifts, including the precious gift of Dharma, that has freed your body, speech and minds, you may each go back to your own places. So you don't ask them to stay in your house. That's it. Okay, then dedication. Due to this merit, may I soon attain the enlightened state of Guru Buddha, and may be able to attain, to liberate all sentient beings from their suffering. May the precious body, mind, not yet born, arise and grow. May that bond have no decline, but increase forevermore. That's it. Is it long? It's not long. It's very simple. This practice is very simple. If you do like a set, like this, I think you can complete this prayer in less than 5 minutes. It's just, all it takes is 5 minutes. Can you do it? Yeah. Yeah. That's all there is to it. You see? So Geshe-la and Lama-la, they are very happy and this and that. Why? Why? Because they're always doing this. Their mind is purified. Always making offering, making and doing generosity, mind always thinking of others, loving kindness of others, then everything starts to evolve. Okay? So this is my sharing for today. I hope it brings you benefit. Okay? Then those who can help with the English, please help with the English. Maybe Luke can help Hui Jin with the English. Then you can do type all this thing out very quickly. Yeah. And then we'll spend some time to translate this to Chinese. Teacher? No problem. Easy. I think you can do it in half an hour upstairs. Google. But that's a good idea. Google Translate, or maybe try to use AI to translate. Yeah, AI to translate, excellent. Then first the rough translation from AI. Then after that we fine tune it with elegant language. Isn't it? Now we all understand. Yeah. So thank you. Good night. Thank you. Good night. Difficult or not? Is it difficult? Not difficult. Is it scary? Right? Who is the main big spirit? Yourself. You are the big ghost. Isn't it? You are the big ghost that make everything happen for everybody. Right? That's it. Okay. Thank you. Yes.
Just now you were saying by consecrating the sound, you meant by consecrating that the sound is projected or
the instrument. You consecrate the instrument.
It can be a handphone playing music.
Yes. Yes. Consecrate the handphone, your mobile phone. Consecrate your television. That's why we have consecration of the houses too. Right? House blessing is a consecrate. Everything that happens to it then becomes the one house become consecrated. The altar, where the Buddha statue is living, slowly, the whole place starts, the energy and frequency starts to evolve. Then become happy. Become pleasant. Okay? So is it scary practice? Not scary practice at all, right? Yeah, you can do it. You can do, I can do, we can do. Okay? My request for you, please you offer light offering to the Buddhas so that you have a light in your heart. Okay? Thank you. Good night.
Can we request, please?
Page 55. Om Swasti. Like the countless light rays that radiate from the ruby mountain, exquisite Amitayus, Lord of everlasting life, who captivates and one does not tire of seeing, whose essence is of infinite life, the nectar of immortality. Please instantly grant our Guru the city of stable and everlasting life. You are intelligent and skillful in upholding the traditions of Buddha, spreading the holy Dharma through explanations and practices. In order to lead disciples onto the path to liberation, you are the one who is an unequaled guide. Please live a long and stable life. I request respectfully my precious and holy Guru to enjoy excellent health. I request respectfully my precious and holy Guru to live a long life. I request respectfully my precious and holy Guru that your Dharma activities spread and flourish far and wide. I request respectfully my precious and holy Guru to bless me to be never separated from you. In all my future rebirths, may I never be separated from my perfect Guru. May I enjoy the magnificent Dharma, and by completing the qualities of the stages and path, may I quickly attain the state of Vajradhara. Guru Vajramuni Sasana Vimukti Soha. Om 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 Guru Vajramuni Sasana Vimukti Soha.